that I feel, and I need to be convinced otherwise, that Max Johnson now being the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, to me, makes Texas A&M the team to beat in the West. I think the offense is more fluid. I think he's a smarter quarterback than Connor Wegman and puts the ball where it needs to be. He gets it to his playmakers quicker. And we know Texas A&M has a defense that can play with anybody in the country. Because this game is in College Station and Max Johnson is the quarterback, Coach, I think Texas A&M can beat Alabama and plant their flag in the ground as, come get us, we're the best team in the East or the West.
I agree with you on this one. And here's the thing as a coach with Max Johnson, and I'm guessing this is the whole scenario of how this played out. Connor Wegman's an excellent quarterback, athletic, the skill set, all this. You're at practice, you're at training camp, and you're watching, and you're saying, Connor Wegman's just kind of the guy. You know, I mean, we're watching all this practice stuff. I've been through it, and you're like, boy, Max is good, but I practice. I just don't see it. But Max Johnson, I think, is one of these guys. And I played against him when I was Florida. I mean, he's been around for a long time. He's better on game day than he ever is on the practice field.
Right.
And so I think what's going on is you're sitting there. It's like, oh, well, I love him, but he just doesn't do enough to win it out. All during camp, all during practice. On game day, he steps in. I think he's a better fit for what Bobby Petrino wants to do.
Yeah,
I agree with you with their skill set. I mean, Evan Stewart and all the speed they have. Listen,
Anaya Smith,
the one thing if you're going to beat Alabama through all the years, and get back to old school Alabama with Nick Saban, they're playing defense, running the ball. You got to throw the ball. You have got to make explosive plays out in the perimeter, throw the ball down the field. Like to sit there and say, we're going to go have 14-yard drives and beat Alabama, it's not going to happen. They will stop you. With Max Johnson and the skill Texas A&M has on the perimeter right now, I think they can score on this Alabama defense that no one scored on this year. I think they can score. And I think the A&M defense is pretty good. And the question's on Alabama. I don't think that 17 or 21 points on the road this week is going to get it done for Alabama.
No.
And I think Max Johnson and the skill he has on the outside and his kind of game day get it done gives them a chance at home. I mean, it will be rocking in College Station. It will be alive. And if they win that game, they are firm in the driver's seat, right? And as you know, I mean, it is, hey, sign Jimbo to an extension on Sunday. We'll be signing Jimbo to an extension on Sunday.
Right.
Yeah. And, that's how fickle the SEC gets. But I think they're built to beat Alabama this year.
And with that defense, like you said, shaky offensive line for Alabama, Jalen Milroe hasn't shown anything that's gonna scare me about going deep. Neither of the receivers. I'm telling you, their one loss is to Alabama or is to Miami at Miami, Texas A&M. There's no shame in that. This to me, this game right here is the shape-shifting game of the rest of the college football season, because the only chance, as I segue to Kentucky, Georgia, I think Kentucky's a really nice team, and I think they're going to play physically with Georgia, but the only chance Georgia has to be beat is by the team that comes out of the SEC West, and I think that gets decided in College Station.
I agree. I agree with you. I think 100%. Now, that's what's going to make this such an exciting game. And talk about a shift that here we are, the first weekend in October. You could have LSU with 3 losses completely out of the picture. Alabama with 2 losses kind of really out to the dawn. And Texas A&M in the driver's seat in the West. Because you always remember this. When you go head-to-head, it's a 2-game. It's a 2-game swing. A&M has to lose 2 to fall behind Alabama. And
it's so big.
It's such a big game.
Give me something I can feel. Light a cigarette.